Welcome to JIBRIL Angle on Oweleketv. My name is JIBRIL, and this is my angle. And thank you for joining me on this monologue. I have just a tweet from Dino Melaye, Senator Dino Melaye. I'll read this before I read this tweet. Now, I am not someone who take Dino Melaye serious. I've never taken him seriously. I used to call him Agbaya. For those of you who are Yoruba, that is an adult that behaves like a child. That is just it. It's never, I don't know, it behaves like someone, I don't even know why people listen to him. But this comment has to do with me, not me personally, but the way I feel too, my thoughts. That's why I decided to bring it to bear, to the public, to my audience. It says, it's just short, I think about 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 lines of words. Tinubu supporter beg me for money. I think he used pidgin. No, I don't know if it's pidgin, yeah. Tinubu supporter begged me for money. I brought out my check and wrote on it, renewed hope. When I read this, I smiled because I did the same thing to a friend of mine. In fact, a very, maybe, I won't say childhood friend, yeah, of course, someone that we have known for over 30 years, since, what year, 91, 92, so, yeah, over 30 years, about 34, 35 years ago, so I may call that person a childhood friend. I'm not mentioning him anyway, but he asked for help, financial help from me. And after asking, we went into discussing Nigerian politics, and the election, how it went, and all that stuff. And eventually, I found out he confessed it unknowingly that he actually voted for Tinubu. Oh my God! I immediately mentioned that. I said, "Did you vote for Tinubu?" He said, "Yes, I voted for Tinubu." But why we were? I found out why, because he was complaining and talking about how bad the government is, how things are getting worse and things have become whatever, and that he regretted voting for Tinubu. I said, "Oh, so you voted for him?" Say yes. And they asked me for help. I said, this confession you just make so. Yeah, you just pour sand for your gari. That's exactly what you did. I say, you mean you voted for Tinubu? Upon everything, all the revelation that came out during the election about Tinubu, everything, it was made public. It was all over the news. His background is everything. Apart from that, this man was sick. You saw it even during campaign. He was incoherent. He couldn't just make complete sentence without any gaffe. He was making mistakes here and there, whatever. So many things around him. He was a flawed candidate, presidential candidate. Very, very extremely flawed. In all facets. Yet, I don't get it. You're supposed to be an intelligent, smart guy. Why? What was the reason behind this? I don't know. You mean you voted against Peter Obi? A man with an impeccable record as a governor? A man I consider, it is not just me considering, that is the fact. Even though there is no public knowledge, it's a fact. Go by the record. Since the foundation of Nigeria to date, there is no governor that performed as credible and as impeccable as Peter Obi. None. None. He has the record there. Do you know what it means to be a governor, yet you didn't arrogate any land to yourself or to people around, to family members or to cronies? Do you know what it means to be a governor, yet you didn't steal a dime? Do you know what it means to be a governor, yet You were not under EFCC. You were not either invited nor under EFCC radar in any form or shape, not even an iota. Do you know what it means to be a governor yet? No one, none of your commissioners, none of your members, nobody who served under your government was actually invited or was investigated by EFCC or for corruption. That means he did not steal and did not create the avenue or allow the avenue for any of his subordinates to steal. What kind of leadership? How good? I don't understand. How best can it be? How best? This is the best you can get from Nigeria. It is alien to the Nigerian system to find a governor, a human being like this. It is alien. And so, for you to vote against, I felt so angry, honestly. I felt so angry. I said, I'm sorry. This confession you just made to just spoil your case completely. Why should I be of help? Even if I wanted to help, why should I be of help? When you in your right sense frame of mind voted for a criminal, a selfish, self-aggrandizing, self-seeking human being. It was all over the media. It was not hidden. Were you hypnotized? I don't understand. Were you indoctrinated by his followers? What really happened? I didn't ask all those questions, but I felt this guy is not. He wasn't at his best for doing this. Honestly, I wasn't happy. I didn't ask him, why on earth did you vote for this man? Because I saw no good, genuine reason for him to, other than probably tribalism. Probably felt obese an Igbo man. He probably, that's the only thing I view, that he actually voted for Bola Tinubu because for sentimental reason. So in that case, what do you expect me to do? Go, let sentiment help you. And that is just it. I'm sorry, in case the person comes across this video, sorry, I'm just doing things based on principles, not to spite you, and that's why I didn't mention your name. And I will not. And why I'm making video on this, it's not to denigrate you or demean you, no. That's why I say, I'm sorry if you feel bad, but I'm doing this to pass across message to people, other people, especially other Nigerians, that to let them know that election has consequences. And action actually has consequences. Whatever you do will either attract positive or negative consequence. Whatever you fail to do. So whatever you do, either by commission or by omission, will attract either negative or positive consequence. And so that is the reason why I'm using this as an analogy, this story of mine as an analogy to pass across message to people, Nigerians, that next time when you are voting, don't vote sentiments. Because sentiment will not put food on your table. Sentiment will not give you job. Sentiment will not build your life. Sentiment, rather, based on my experience in life, all sentiment has done is to destroy people's lives and destroy either entities or people, or destroy a thing. That is what sentiment does. It doesn't pose. There is nothing as there's not in life. Let your life be ruled by objectivity. Don't allow sentiment to becloud your sense of reasoning and judgment. Please. And that is why I'm making this video. Nigerians, we should learn our lessons. Don't vote for people for tribal sake reason, for religious reason, for like someone like me. I remember Buhari, before Buhari came in as a democratically elected president. I was an ardent, dogged, radical supporter of Buhari during the campaign. I had serious, strong disagreements with people who are supposed to, friends, who are Southerners then. I wrote articles in favor of Buhari. Yet, I'm a Christian. I'm from the South, an Igbo man for that matter. But I was an ardent supporter of Buhari. And I did that in all sincerity and genuinity and objectivity because I thought, because I gave reasons. I wrote articles about it. I gave reasons why we needed Buhari. But as a human that I am, I made that mistake. I didn't see the weakness in Buhari. I only saw that strength during the 83-84 when he was a military head of state. Yes, I knew quite all right. Idiagbon was the one doing that, but I felt that for Idiagbon to be able to do that, to command such kind of power, the power was actually generated from Buhari himself. That if you're doing something, your boss does not approve of it, or your boss is not in line with it, it is not part of his idea of the way leadership should go. You cannot do that. That's what I felt. I didn't know that Buhari was this extremely weak that he could actually have a different mindset from his subordinate. Yet his subordinate wielding power. That is exactly what. So, and I apologized to people for that, for misunderstanding Buhari, because actually, 2 years into his government, I think because I saw the light, and light was not. I didn't see light. 2 years after into his government, I didn't see light at the end of the tunnel. So I wrote an article again, another article to criticize him, to taunt him or shut up. So the third year, I just gave up and regretted why I did. I went all in for Buhari. And so that is just it. Nigerians, we should learn. Learn to vote the right way. Otherwise, we'll keep having the same issue. And this is my angle.